Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.
Hi Pony fan, it's time again for another Pony Comic double feature, with the Rarity Micro Series and issue number 6. The Rarity Micro Series comic comes to you from the dynamic duo responsible for the Return of Queen Chrysalis arc, Katie Cook and Andy Price. So coming to us from the creative team, responsible for that particular Pony comic high watermark, is enough for a recommendation, but let's take a look at the comic anyway. The Rarity Micro Series begins with Rarity's biggest fashion show yet, but she has another even bigger show up next in Canterlot. To handle the stress, Rarity heads to a resort run by pony hippies.
At this point, I must remind you that we are legally required to make, at minimum, one reference to cannabis.
Really? I call bull on that.
Very well. Perhaps our attorney can change your mind.
We have a lawyer?
Hello, you've reached the office of Jacob Slenderman, attorney at law. I can't come to the phone right now.
Because I'm lurking in the woods behind Billy's house.
But your computer's right, Private. Do the joke.
Or else...
I could call back.
No. Play the clip, pal.
I've been smoking since I was born, man. I could smoke anything, man. You know, like I smoked that Michoacan, man, Acapulco Gold, man. I even smoked that tight stick, you know?
Tight stick?
Yeah, you know, that stuff is tied to a stick, you know? Yeah,
tight stick.
Yeah, that didn't even do nothing to me, man. I could probably smoke this whole joint, man, and still walk away, man.
Alright, legal obligations now satisfied, back to the comic. As you'd expect, the hippie ponies don't run the kind of establishment that Rarity is used to, but they make up for it with a wide selection of all-natural bath and beauty products. Unfortunately, Vanity can only make Rarity do Applejack's job for so long until she demands a refund. The problem is, the hippies got taken to the cleaners by Flim and Flam, so they now owe a huge debt. And if they don't pay, Filthy Rich is going to turn their happy little farm into the next chunk of his corporate empire. But with a dash of entrepreneurial spirit and fabulosity from Rarity, the Tree Huggers manage to pay off their debt and save their farm from being turned into Filthy Rich's latest monument to urban sprawl.
The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that greed, for lack of a better word, is good.
My Little Pony is nothing if not anti-corporate.
With respect to full disclosure, Rarity is probably my least favorite of the main 6, but this comic is still great. It's your typical fish out of water story. In less skilled hands, either Rarity or the hippies could have come off as very irritating. But the two opposing points of view never degenerate into one side clearly being right and the other being wrong. In the comedy department, there's a standout performance from one of the hippie ponies named Flaxseed. This guy is a tie-dyed riot. The art of Andy Price is a definite asset to this comic. Backgrounds are one of Andy's specialties. And the Rarity Micro Series is jam-packed with pop culture references and all your favorite background ponies, plus a derpy cameo. The only problem is that this is a Rarity story, so it's kinda light on action, and long on fussiness. This one is definitely worth a look. 4 out of 5. Now on to MLP issue 6. Last time, Rarity was kidnapped by shadow demons and taken to the moon. So the logical question is, how do 7 candy-colored talking magic ponies and 1 baby dragon get to the moon? With a magic lasso, of course.
Ask a stupid question, get a stupid answer.
On the way, as a result of some horsing around,
Stop that.
the lasso breaks. Once the main 6, Luna and Spike, arrive on the moon, they discover that the moon over Equestria was once home to a wide variety of cuddly critters that are now under the control of the black smoky shadow demons. The opaque projections of ultimate evil try to defeat our adorable heroes by forcing them to experience their worst fears. Apparently, originality is not one of their strong suits. But with a little help from the power of friendship, the ponies manage to escape the unoriginal trap. It's also hinted that Luna has a pre-existing relationship with the Lost Rejects, and is also keeping a secret from the other ponies. Then the comic ends with the reveal of Nightmare Rarity. Seriously? That's what we're going with? Nightmare Rarity? I mean, it sounds... whatever. Like all comics that aren't the start or the end of an arc, we get the dreaded middle child syndrome. This is particularly bad owing to the unoriginal scare tactics from the Shadow people. On the art side, Amy Maberson did a great job. Her art style is very close to the show, and if you look closely, you'll see more background gags this time, most of which are provided by Pinky and Dash. I do have one bone to pick art-wise. In both this issue and issue number 5, Applejack isn't wearing a hat. It's weird, hell, both Pinky and Dash are wearing hats at certain points in issue number 6, but the one pony who should have a hat is hatless.
The horror.
This is a well done issue that any pony fan should get, but I'll recommend it for fans only. 3 out of 5. Let's end with an Equestria Girls update. Apparently, it's not a spin-off series, but a straight-to-DVD feature with a very limited theatrical release in June. Thanks for watching. I'm the Stupid Private.
Up next in the news, local boy Billy Wilkins has disappeared after going to play in the spooky woods out behind his house. According to his mother, it's like he disappeared off the face of the earth. If you have seen Billy Wilkins, please call 555-555-555.